Have you guys ever wondered how some writers and some authors get the inspiration for their stories? Because some seem like so amazingly creative, you're like, how on earth did they even come up with that? I know I have, so I thought I would do a little video talking about how I got some inspiration for some of my stories, because I feel like it's really weird. So I'll start talking first about the first project I ever started writing, which was my first NaNoWriMo, which was about 2-3 years ago now. I think it's 2 years ago. This one I called Project Stone. To be honest, it was a resin craft that I saw on YouTube. It was for a necklace or a pendant, and it was so pretty that I'm like, that needs to be something important. Basically, the resin craft kind of looked like this at the end. I was like, it was so pretty, so I wanted to make a whole story based on that. So a resin craft on YouTube did give me the inspiration for that, which is a bit weird now thinking about it. Next one actually is even weirder. Project Princess is the story I have been reading you guys segments from for the last few days. And the inspiration for this story, I went on a cruise in grade 10, and we went to a restaurant. They had these checkered floors, like checkered fake marble floors, and I'm like, I love that, want to write something. I literally zoned out while I was having a meal with my family, staring at this restaurant, and I was like, this needs to be something. Doesn't have much importance in the actual story. In the first chapter, she goes to this restaurant while on her way out of the kingdom. That's where the criminal organization finds her, but that's the only time it ever pops up in the story. The last one I'll talk about is Something About the Sea, which is the pirate necromancer story that I have been writing. This story is about this slave girl who gets her hands on one of the 6 legendary relics, and that relic gives her the power to raise the dead. And so she becomes a pirate, complete freedom. What made me come up with this story was this specific pendant. It was like, I loved this so much. I was so obsessed with this when I first got it. I was like, it needs to be something. This originally was the relic. The relic looked exactly like this, but as the story has grown, so has the relic. The relic has changed. I was like, pirates, but like, why would she need this relic? Why this relic? And I'm like, Skull's dead. She can raise the dead. Yeah, that's how that story formed. Okay, this has already been quite a long video, so I'll end it off here. But basically, what gives me inspiration for my stories is I find something, I like it, and I think it just needs to be something important, and I'm like, oh, what does that make me think of? And it's usually something to do with the fantasy, so. Literally, a restaurant's floors made me think of a runaway princess.